Alright, boys and girls, welcome back to the bunker. Welcome back to my shop, and it is cold out here today. So I wanted to show you my new creation. It's not really an invention, it's a rip-off of a different plan. If you guys seen those Swedish kindling maker things, I decided I was going to try to fabricate something to be able to split some kindling for my fire, so I'm not just holding a 2x8 or something and whacking it with an axe, which is highly inadvisable. But most everything I do out here is highly inadvisable. If you follow the channel, you know that by now. So I basically wanted to just make this out of scrap. This is definitely a prototype. There's a lot of welds on it, especially on the blade here. And I'm not a good welder, so I presume this is going to fail at some point. May even fail before the end of this video. So this top is 3 pieces of, I think it's 3" by 24" stock. It's 3/16 maybe, probably 1/8", I'm not sure. I cut it into 3 pieces. You can probably see there. 1, 2, 3, so they're kind of laminated up at the blade. So the middle piece I cut and then traced a radius onto it and cut that with the grinder because I don't have a plasma cutter yet. Then the outside ones I also traced the radius of, but they were made to set just a little bit lower. And then I took them over to the arbor press and I gave just a little bit of a bend in them because that would be how you could kick them out and they would still stay relatively flush. That's how I was able to get the wedge shape. From there I took some 7018 rod and went with the Lincoln AC 225 and just started burning in and joining the two on each side. It took quite a bit to kind of get it, grind it down, fill it, grind it down. Because it's not MIG, I'm dealing with the flux. I got a lot of voids in there from going over where I had just welded. It leaves a slag and then you burn over it again and you got some voids. And there, if you can see. So I kept going and going and grinder, and I was on the bench grinder for a while, but then I realized that the Mataba with a grinding disc was a better fit and I could kind of dress it a little better. So I just kept grinding, filling until I got a pretty good edge on it. Then just kind of out of a wonder if this would work type of thing, I just threw it in the coal bed in the fireplace and let it sit for a while and then tried to quench it in just some waste oil. You can see the discoloring of it. It did definitely heat up, but I don't think it really hardened on the edge there. But we'll try this thing in a second. We'll test it out and we'll see what happens, see if the whole thing just falls apart. So then after that, I just took a stick of, I think this is 3/4 channel, probably 3/16, and cut some pieces. Kind of started just welding up the sides. Well, I guess first I got the feet on each side, started welding up the sides, and it all seems to be holding. Just for a goof, I had some scrap brake line that I just flattened out in the vise and tacked it all on with the flux core wire welder. A little bit of flex on it down there, but my biggest fear is my welds. Either the welds on the blade will give way, or the welds that are actually holding it to the stand. My presumption is it's going to fail at some point because that's just how it works. I don't know, I'll move you guys, get a little set up, I'll get some wood, and we'll see how well this thing works. I think it should split dimensional lumber pretty well. I don't think it will split logs, but we're gonna find out together. All right, I've got a bunch of stuff here. We will see what kind of damage we can do. What do you think? What's the odds that this thing even holds up? I'm saying the odds are better than 50-50 that it survives splitting some 2x. Let's see. Hey, all right. All right. Yes, I like it. There's another chunk of 2x12. It's pretty big. Oh, yeah, that's got a tight grain. It's still split. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're on to something. Gotta say, I stole this idea from Cody over on Wrangler Star. He bought one of those Swedish ones and was using it to split wood. And I was like, man, I can make a wedge. So here is a piece of, oh, this might be ash or something I dug out of the back 40 of the homestead here. I don't have high hopes on this, but let's see what happens. Look at that! What do you know? Actually, it almost looks like poplar. There we go. There we go. Fantastic. Look at that. Alright guys, this thing worked. You can see where it's kind of coming delaminated there, but that was like that beforehand. This is a much cleaner side. Still pretty sharp. My ugly welds held. If you guys watch the channel, you know I'm not a welder. I think this is a lot safer than holding dimensional lumber and swinging a hatchet at it while you've got your thumb in the way. So I am uber pleased with this. This is fantastic. Let me know what you guys think about this. You know, drop a comment down below and tell me how stupid I am. I'm used to it by now. If you are new to the channel, if you would like to subscribe, I would appreciate it. Help grow this channel and encourages me to make more dumb things in the shop. So if you want to encourage stupidity, frivolity with material, and general hackery when it comes to fabricobbling things together, like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to go play with this, splitting some wood, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Alright, well, if you stuck around for the bonus content here, you'll see that I decided to drill some holes and mount it to a chunk of 2x12 that I had, and I think that's going to give me a lot more stability. So if something glorious happens with this in a success or in a spectacular failure, look for the follow-up video to this.